What do you say we try some of the local fare?
You there.
Famished.
The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
He's been peeling potatoes for weeks.
You have my word. If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her. You there! A moment of your time.
Oh, I can't wait to take a load off
there
at
you
the
are.
inn.
I have been expecting you.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Valenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
Welcome. Are you here on... Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. Vanus Galarian, one of the... We are neutral in the war between... Excellent. You are now a student of the mages.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings. I have a message for you from Velost. Indeed, she has a task for you. Velost awaits you at the Guild Hall in Davin's Watch, along the eastern coast of Stonefalls. Of course. What can I tell you? The mistress of Incunabula for the Guild, the Keeper of Tomes. She's the Guild's most accomplished lore master, second only really to Guildmaster Von. I don't, but she...
You stopped! Thank you, Adept. I've been asked to find one of our more adventurous members, someone that could lend a situation fresh eyes. You look like just... The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. For now, power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight. Excellent! The anomaly is in an old complex called Sunamir, beneath the Sunhold Mages. Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused, a tad overworked, maybe. Some say knights in the Order of the Lamp are just failed mages. She's got an incredible aptitude for portal magic. Taught me everything I know. She'd have made a fine adept if she didn't love that sword so much. At least, I think she loves it. They fill many roles, often acting as bodyguards for powerful members or guardians of ancient magics. The standard for knights inducted into the Order soar high. Precious little, I'm afraid. They broke through an old wall to get at it. Votary Nalia can fill you in on the details, but I heard one of the other knights... No, Sunamir predates the founding of the Mages Guild by, 1,000 years or so. It's an ancient library, I think. They fill many roles, often acting as bodyguards for... Well, rumor is that Archmagister Vanus formed the Order to lend legitimacy to the Mages Guild back when it was founded. That's not really a problem anymore. The knights are brave. Don't let Nalia hear you say that, but yes. Votaries of the Order of the Lamp are a rare sight in Tamriel. Take my word for it, she's one of our best. Professional, highly focused, a tad over. Other knights throw around honorifics like Sir and Dame. It's like that, a way for members to... Nalia and the others are inside. Stay safe in there.
Ah, good. You must be our backup. A nod came through.
Magnus, watch over you, Nalia. We'll keep watch out here.
Right. Lead the way, traveler. The door just down the hall here.
Any chance I could get you to cast a few investigation spells while you're in there? Maybe learn something about this place.
You're the one Nalia's been waiting for. You're not what I expected, but...
Thank you for coming. The guild will make this worth your time, rest assured. Head through the door over there. I'll be right behind you. Mind your step. This place is a bit of a mess thanks to that portal. Now that we have a moment, allow me to introduce myself. Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Adept. That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal didn't like me trying to go through one bit. This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. Fair enough. I'll answer what I can. What would you like to know? I'm good with portal magic. Really good. But I'm self-taught. I can't really put it into words like one of the adepts might. It's the strangest thing. I'm certain it's somewhere in a Daedric realm, but it's... shrouded, somehow. Protected. And it wasn't always there. It's like... Sunamir? We're in Somerset, deep under the Mages Guild in Sunhold. There's a few ways inside, so the guild has us patrol every so often. Just to make sure no cult... It's not, really. The place was donated to the guild sometime around its founding. The oldest books found here were from the early middle of the First Era. Shame they weren't kept in better. Each knight takes a solemn vow to protect the Mages Guild, its members, and its goals. When we're available, we also go in first to deal with situations like this. There aren't many votaries in the Order right now. Part of why I joined up. I tried the Adept's life before that. Being a lamp knight suits me better. Even if I still get called on for my portal. If we were still on patrol, I'd be perfectly comfortable with Laren and Julian at my side. But we have no idea what's beyond that portal. One of the nice parts of being in a guild is you can... Here we go. It's happening again! Brace yourself! That blast reawakened some latent magic in here. Look around while I get this thing under control.
Bringing a book for travel is well worth the pack space. Shame they're so heavy.
Watch out! Bet there's lots of old notes down here.
Books that would...
An illusion? It seems distorted. This thing's as stable as I can make it. Let's head in before another surge of magic.
It's been a while since I... right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic. I have no idea. This architecture is elven. We must still be near Somerset. There has got to be a better source for your alchemy practice. All these defenses are meant to protect... what? Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Do you feel that surge of magic? We're getting close.
I have no... Were you worried?
Good to know I was right about the portal. Let's figure out where we are and find the source of all this unstable magic. Whatever's causing this, I think it's in the next room. Come on! Where are we? What is this place? This place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're not in mortal danger. Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors. I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
someone basked in my presence.
I like reading too, you know. If you ever need an excuse to get me something.
Oh no, is someone there?
Humans ascend the star-parked night. Wanna land?
Adventurer,
Wanna lie?
I need you up here, now!
That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
Meddlers! Thieves! What have you done to my altar?
We were just trying to calm things down. Who in oblivion are you?
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to You may call me the Crow. This is the Scalarium and... I see now. She didn't send you. I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing. But the East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Scalarium's defenses stand in your way. We'll have all the time in the world to talk after the magic here is quelled. If the altar isn't stabilized, our conversation...
I'll hang back. That blast took a lot out of me. A talking crow? This just gets weird and...
Them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Yes, good. Bring the crystal to the altar. Place it in the empty locus. If we are to quell this magic, we must focus it into a new creation. Place your hands on the altar. This is the scribing altar. Make this grimoire of the Scalarium is calmed. Well done. Let's talk about what comes next.
Hang on. What just happened?
It's done. The altar is quiet, and for the first time in centuries, scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsild did not send you. Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's priestess of Juno? She created the Scalarium and perfected the art of scribing. Like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes, scribing is an art developed by Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits, if you like. They are called the Luminaries of Magic. And you, adventurer, to inherit Ulfsild's legacy, to make your mark on spellcraft itself. The Luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors. If you're willing, I will go. There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer. With the Luminaries at your side, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my feathers again. Like a flock moving across the sky, scribing twists and turns in the wind. It was an art form, a discipline, and Ulfsild saw the world differently. She could literally see magic, watch as it spiraled in ribbons across the world. As she grew up, yes, she hoped that with proper technique and a sufficiently powerful focus, anyone could develop the same relationship with magic she had. She spent the work of lifetimes pursuing that dream, and never quite... Most spells and skills are time-honored traditions. Reliable, consistent. But they lack artistry, require nothing from the caster beyond a basic understanding of... Yes, that's a good way to look at it. Grimoires are spells and skills built from the ground up with artistry. No one would claim they're the most efficient, most reliable workings. But they're far more flexible than the average... Ha! You've got it! You can paint a picture with many different brushes, many different colors, can you not? Scribing allows a talented hand to do the same with magic, crafting a spell or skill in just the artistic fashion. Ulfsild's innate gift to see magicka brought with it a lifetime of lived experiences not easily transferred to others. So she develops the art of shaping magic via ink, parchment, in so many ways. Scribing hinges upon the borrowed power of the Luminaries, channeled through the altar, with their power flowing to the focus at the heart. And I have questions for you. It's been so long since I've spoken to someone like this. I'll spare you my interrogation. I'll learn more about you as you follow the path of the... We are beneath an island called Ivea. In ages past, Ivea was a sanctuary for magic, founded by Ulfsild's husband, Archmagus Shalador. I am caretaker to this space, Ulfsild's familiar, set to watch over it when the island was lost. Ivea was taken by the Daedric Prince Sheogorath, off to the Shivering Isles. Shalador made a foolish pact with the prince, and the island was lost in the bargain. The Scalarium was lost as well, along with much of Ulfsild's precious work. We are. But don't get your feathers in a ruffle. The Scalarium was shielded from mages, princes, and powers long ago. Time has not been kind to Ulfsild's library, but those protective wards, they are beings of pure magic, hence their name. Utterly unique, like beams of light emanating from the face of Magnus himself. Ask each luminary what they are, where they came from, or how they came to be, and they'll each give you a different answer. My suggestion is that you meet them, as they themselves once taught Ulfsild. Yes, the luminaries understand magic in a way mortals never could. Their power... Has all record of her accomplishments been lost? Not a footnote remains of her life and deeds? Her discovery of the luminaries began long before she met and wed Archmage Shalador. I don't know. The fate of Ulfsild and Shalador spiraled out of my sight when I was left to watch the Scalarium. They were very much in love, unless something changed between them. But they understood. Shalador was one of the greatest mages to walk the face of Nirn. He planned to live until the Aedra themselves wrested him from this world. But Ulfsild didn't want to live forever. She wanted to leave behind a legacy. Now, thanks to you, she will. There is much to be done, but...
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler. I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized. With that altar... Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the Crow and see if you can start to... A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal, and look at everything we've done. Explored an ancient library, met a talking crow, and apparently revived an ancient form of magic. Can't wait to see what happens next. I have no idea how I'm going to explain this to the head of my order. This will be a long and entertaining conversation. In the meantime, you have a feathered scholar to speak. You passed some of my trusted associates when we entered Sunamir. I want them tasked to investigate and catalog what we find. In the meantime, you're our resident You couldn't be more right. What are the luminaries? How do they relate to this lost art of scribing? I'm a touch nervous to bring this to the Votary Commander and Archmage Galerion. This is going to come as quite a surprise. Of course. We really jumped into the boggy end of the swamp together, didn't we? Answering a few questions is the least I can do for the world's foremost expert on scribing. My plan is to bring in Ernard, who opened the portal for you, as well as Laren and Julian. You passed them back in Sunamir. And Chronicler Ferandil. He'll be... Votary Laren and I have gotten each other out of more scrapes than I can count. Julian is sour as a plum, but she's one of the smartest people I know. Ferandil is... well, he's not much fun at parties. But put him in front of a stack of moldy old tomes and he'll have them organized, catalogued, and analyzed fast. Oh, me? Not much to tell, really. I grew up in a guild family. My mother was an adept, and my father was a researcher back in Eldenroot. I started off sort of... yeah, swords always made more sense to me than spells. Portals and I get along great, something about how they come together. Like a good riddle. But each knight takes a solemn vow to protect the Mages Guild, its members, and its goals. When we're available, we also go in first. There aren't many votaries in the Order right now. Part of why I joined up. I tried the Adept's life before that, being a... I'm a...
I'm glad you've chosen to stay, Interloper. The path to master scribing is not an easy one, but its rewards are innumerable. Your knight appears to be leaving a guild of mages? Fascinating, but a topic for another conversation. Let's stay focused. What I want is immaterial. The luminaries will dictate your future as a scriber of grimoires, an editor of spells. That said, I am Ulfsild's familiar. Ulfsild left a number of echoes, instructional illusions, scattered throughout the library. Their aim is to guide you through the process of The echo at the base of the altar is just one of many. Much of the Scholarium's knowledge. Fly back to me when you have followed Ulfsild's instructions.
If you are seeing this, Scroll has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind another sort of guide, the True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts to seek the luminaries, and they will teach you far more than I ever could. If you are seeing this, the Crow has set you on. I've left behind another sort of guide. I wish my time as the Scholarium had ended differently. Nothing would stop my husband from making his mad bargain. I made this lens so you might see the world as I do. The very warp and weft of magic laid out before me. A look through the lens will allow you to see impressions left behind by the luminaries. Follow these signposts, and you will find their domains. I made this lens. A look through... I saw...
Good. You found the lens. It will be your most important tool in tracing a path to the luminaries. Merely holding the lens will attune you to the flow of magic. It's quite simple. Stand in one and peer through the lens. Hidden magics in many forms will be revealed to you. Doors. Gather your feathers about you. Nearby you will see a focal point and the Fable of the Indrik. Read the book, then step into the focal point. Ulfsild's secrets are all around us. You need only know where to look. Read the Fable. Ulfsild created the True Sight Lens as she developed the art of scribing. From a young age, she could see magic in a way few others could. This intuitive understanding of magic was what led her to the luminaries. And seeing and understanding are two different things, interloper. The lens was a tool, a high branch to give her a bird's-eye view of impression. From a very young age, Archmage Ulfsild found she could see the current of magic as it flowed across Nirn. Faintly at times, more strongly in others. Now enter the focal point and peer through the lens. You will see what was unseen in the fable. Will tell you where you need to go. You've seen the hidden annotations then, and you know where you are going. You should be able to follow those annotations in sequence, leading you from location to location. Just like the hunter in the fable. As this is your first time, I will accompany you into the field. Not everything you need to know is on the page. I will teach you how to break the luminary. I'll meet you at the Lady's Standing Stone in Oradon. How nice it'll be to really stretch my wings again. Indeed. Ulfsild gathered hundreds of tomes in her search for these tales. A small handful of her annotated volumes will be needed to find the luminaries. Ulfsild felt a kinship with him. He was the first of the luminaries to ally with the Archmage, and the first to commit his power to the altar. If any of these unorthodox beings are still loyal, tilt your head and think of the altar as the heart of the Scalarium. Without it, the library would simply be... Yes. Before the doors were sealed, the Indrik, Netch, Dragon... Ah, there's the trick. We don't. Ulfsild underwent...
You are the one I see.